Good morning. Today is Sunday, December 5th, 2021. Welcome to Column Hinge at Alpha Omega. We're located halfway between Death Valley and Las Vegas, halfway between Joshua Tree and Area 51 in the Mojave Desert of the Southwest United States.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Alpha Omega Free Church. You know, a lot of times when you ask people how it is that Jesus did miracles, the answer they get is, well, Jesus is the Son of God. Okay, fair enough. What about his disciples? How did they do miracles? Because in the Bible it says that he sent them forth to cast out devils and to heal the sick and to forgive sins in his name. Now, how exactly did they do that? This is completely missing from the Bible, other than the mention that they did. So obviously, there were some secret teachings. Now, this is where it becomes very interesting, because in 1769, archaeologists found exactly that corpus of secret teachings. In two lost books of the Bible, the first and second books of Yahweh, that had been buried beneath the sands of Egypt at the time when Christianity became the official religion of the Roman Empire, and they demanded that all churches adhere to the same canonical Bible. Thanks to this wonderful discovery, this morning, Leslie McQuaid and I are about to share a ritual with you, a wonderful, wonderful sacrament from the first book of Yahweh called the Opening of the Treasury of Light. I'm Reverend David Griffin.
I'm Reverend Leslie McQuaid.
And this is the secret teachings of Jesus Revival.
The sun is the dispenser of light to the earth. May the living light of the God force inflame our souls with abundant life.
Our destiny lies amongst the stars, and to the stars humanity shall ascend.
Take a nice deep breath and feel into your body. Breathe deeply. Feel each breath as it moves into you. Follow those changes as the sensations spread throughout your body. And as you are breathing deeply and feeling deeply into each and every part of yourself, visualize yourself as the tree of life, however it is you imagine that tree to be, and grow your branches up high into alpha sky. Drive your roots down deep into omega earth. I call on east. I call on you in the west, Omega. I call on you in the north, Alpha. I call on you in the south, Omega.
Alpha.
At Omega.
The beginning.
And the end.
And the path of the age between. Sunrise.
And sunset.
And the path of the sun between. Birth.
And death.
And the path of life between. Alpha.
Omega.
Welcome back to Alpha Omega Free Church and our Column Hinge Temple. This morning we'll be opening the 9th treasure of light. We begin by reaching out to the angels in the invisible. Angels of the 9th treasury, attend. Watchers, we know your names. So stand aside as we open the 9th treasure of light. O, Theagon. Theagon. Let the watchers withdraw, and let us enter into the 8th treasury of light. And there are 12 heads in my Father's treasury, and these are the names that are in the temple, that are in the places when they sing praises to my Father, and he gives light power to them. Aozaiah. Aozaiah. Ahoba inoza. Ahoba inoza. Ozawe. Uzawe. Yeah, Naranezau. Naranezau. Gozazai. Gozazai. Tonezeia. Tonezeia. Aphazae. Aphazae. Tozeia. Tozeia. Ezapsachonza. Ezapsachonza. Barezazai. Barezazai. Eyafaza. Eyafaza. So we completed our journey through the places. Calling forth the 12 mighty angels of the treasury of light. And at length we came into the place of the center, the place of the middle, called place of the midst, the place of the Father of the treasury of light. O Father of the ninth treasure of light, by your cipher and by your name, we invoke you. Ioe Ithoi. Ioe Ithoi. Let the divine light descend. It is the intention of this ritual and our fervent prayer on this gorgeous Sunday morning to establish human liberty worldwide.
Establish human liberty worldwide.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
Abolish slavery in all its forms.
And set our people free.
Set our people free.
Restore the purity of our air.
Restore the purity of our air.
Of our water.
Restore the purity of our water.
Of our food.
Restore the purity of our food.
And our medicines.
Restore the purity of our medicines.
May all who search for the abundant life promised by the living Jesus discover the God force energy and how to fuel our living souls with that energy. And then in the hour of death, may we shed this physical body like a serpent sheds his skin and rise directly into what Jesus called the kingdom of light. Jesus spoke a great deal of the kingdom of light. He called it interchangeably the kingdom of heaven as well. The kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of light. The place of the afterlife, my Father's house, he called it by many, many names. Today we understand this from a scientific point of view and understand that there are many frequencies of vibration between here and the speed of light. And there are many dimensions in this magnificent multiverse we live in. And it is our goal at the end of this lifetime to ascend, as did the Master Jesus upon his ascension, directly into the kingdom of light. All these things we ask in the name of the living Jesus. Amen.
Amen. So mote it be. Take a moment now to again feel into your body. This ancient magical rite we are doing together helps you experience more God force energy within you. As you have more of this energy within you, so you are better able to remain hopeful. Hope is one of the single most important qualities human beings have, and hope is what makes everything different. Hope is what changes a bad day into a good one. Hope is what changes a terminal illness into something survivable. Hope is what sees your children home safely. And how is it that we have this idea of hope, of confidence that the future will be better? How is it that we have that? We have that because we are connected to God, and we understand that the future will be better when we work towards it. You know, one of my favorite sayings is, God helps those who help themselves. And it's so very true. It seems to me that even the angels respond to our hard work, and that when we put in hard work towards the things that make this world a better place to be, don't you notice how things just fall into place naturally? Well, I've heard so many people who work at different church missions say that they were so worried they weren't going to get the food that they needed for the festival dinner. And they didn't know where the money or the food was going to come from. And and there weren't enough people, and how was this all going to come together, and they had no idea. And yet, at the last moment, everything did. And it was amazing, because even when it seemed like that holiday dinner was not going to happen, everyone there worked as if they thought it was, holding out hope that at the last minute something would happen. Someone would come through. Jesus would move on someone's heart to do the right thing. And the truth is, that's exactly what happened every single time. I think that hope is how prayers are really spoken. Because hope is that constant feeling within you that doesn't die, that isn't something that's said and walked away from, or like a flower, watered and then you go on about your day. Hope is something you hold on to. You remind yourself of it. It's something you hear over and over in your own mind, in your interior experience. That's because hope is what God gives. Hope is that communication that we have with God that assures us that the future will be better if we only hold on, if we only persist, if we only maintain, if we only see it through to the end. And how is it that we do that? Well, it takes a lot of energy and a lot of time and focus. But that's all right, because you've never been afraid of hard work. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you special. You're not afraid of doing the difficult things. And that's what God is constantly asking of us, to do difficult things. Things that aren't exactly easy, but things that are good. And when you do those good things, you feel good. And the people around you feel good, and everyone is happy. And what does that take? It takes faith in the future, and that takes hope. And what is hope? Hope is that assurance you get that the future will be better. And how do you get that assurance? You get it directly from God. And how? It's so easy. We've been doing it all along, by taking in another deep breath of God force.
Thank you, Leslie, for that beautiful and inspiring message. If you'd like to know more about the secret teachings of Jesus, be sure to drop